Yo, what's up, y'all? As always, I'm Marcel, aka Prince Marcel.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Fredo, aka Papa Fredo, and this
And
is
this is the
Midwest
Midwest
Point of
point.
View.
So, um, man, bro, it's been a lot of things that's going on in these industries. There's been a lot of things that's going on in in sports, bro. You know the crazy thing I found out today?
Please enlighten me, my brother. There's always something going on in sports, whether it's sports betting or just anything. You know what I'm saying? But enlighten me to what you have learned, please.
Man, that boy Shannon running out of shows. he, run, he running out of shows.
Oh
It's
man,
crazy.
you ain't never lying, bro. Man, and my boy is something to you know what I'm saying. He's well respected, as far as with from being an athlete and being a spokesman for ESPN. He's been in the game for a long time, man. So you gotta respect his work. You know what I'm saying? But dang, man, who would have thought that day would just come? And I think he still got some years left in him. What you think?
No, he's a great orator. He is a great show host. He does a lot. I got the pleasure to see him to do Blackout Live at Vest Fest last year.
What was
Shout
that
out to
like?
you learned a lot about the man from interviews. You learn a lot about the man. And honestly, you can learn a lot as man from his whole situation and even the speculations because you know what I'm saying. You heard about his speculations, right?
Yeah, as far as with the sexual assault case, right?
Yeah, the lawsuit and all that, and how
Yeah.
that played out. And it can affect your career for real, for real.
I mean, look at Bill
Um,
Cosby, look at P. Diddy, look at you know what I'm saying? Hey, the sexual assault cases can really mess you up for the long ride.
yeah, uh, we fighting in court. But no, like it just though, um, I learned a lot from him as a host, and he is the first um man because he had a conversation with one of the people who I admire dearly, which is David Banner. Shannon did, but he was one of the first men, even before like I became a influencer, ever got in like a limelight, that I seen come on the show with a do rag and some Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? So on my mama.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Excuse me. I do believe that he brought a sense of culture to the scene, and we can really appreciate him for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he was the face that was just like the rest of us that we got to
Yeah,
see on the TV screen. You know what I mean? It was something to really look up to. So,
yeah. Even though that I'll say this in conclusion though, even though that happened, bro, you never know what God has planned. I don't believe this is the end of Shannon because Shannon is great at what he does and what he brings to the space. He's one of the few people, especially in the podcast space alone, that anybody's messing with. It's very few
hey,
shows
hey,
that
listen,
everybody's messing
man.
with.
Club Shay, listen, don't play
Very
with him.
few shows.
Don't play with him,
But
bro.
while he dealing with so much fighting in court, fighting with networks, some other people that's fighting, trying to fight.
Man, listen, you ain't never lied, bro. And sadly, you would think between two great individuals that it would be nothing but peace and harmony. You know what I'm saying? A lot of knowledge that
Mhm.
would be passed around and also passed on to others. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely I don't know, man. It's like a shocker almost. You know what I'm saying? Like two greats or two quotes, excuse me, however they pronounce that, the GWOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But go ahead. How about you roll out the names for us real quick?
Oh, yeah. So if you don't know what we talking about Michigan's, so again, it's Midwest point of view. Shout out to the Midwest. Michigan very own
Shout out to
Flint,
them
Michigan to
Lions.
be
Shout out to
exact.
them Lions.
Shout out to the D, shout out to Detroit. But she is from Flint to be exact as far as her city. I hope Flint is recovering from that incident. We have not forgot about y'all, especially as black people. But nah, Flint's very own Claressa Shields. She out here swinging, big notions, big bag, with the great in her own right. Laila Ali.
Man,
Laila
Laila
Ali.
Ali, listen, that's something real great right there. That's like, you know, that's some real greatness only because her
She only
father
like
was
5'47" too.
one more time.
She, she only like 45, 42, 40, 47. She
Dang,
ain't that old.
stop playing. But that's what you call when you say with generations, like great generations after generations. You know, her dad was
Mhm.
great. Now she's great. Who knows who's gonna come after her? It's
Yeah,
also
she
gonna
was. Wasn't
pass
nobody
on
really
that
talking about.
legacy. You know
Wasn't
what I'm
nobody really
saying?
talking about women's boxing until later. That I remember for
You
sure.
feel me?
Like I remember
Like
that.
I don't know for you. I don't know for those of you that don't know, you know, because I don't know how many people may actually know what her
Mhm.
background is. You feel me?
Yeah,
But Layla Ali has a remarkable boxing career. So she has got 24-0 on her record, and 21 of those wins was knockouts. Okay,
Floyd
when
Mayweather, her time.
you feel me, and when we
I'm
looking
telling
at
you.
Claressa Shields, you looking at 17-0, and three of them is knockouts. So it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. And we talking about heavyweight. You feel me? So Layla Ali definitely never came to the game with
And,
anything else but a dog mentality, if you ask
yeah.
me.
Nah, I agree. I agree 100%.
So
And for me, oh, this is my point. This is my point. So they in two different weight classes officially.
mm,
Like they are in two different weight classes. Clarissa is more so middleweight, lightweight, light middleweight at that, really. And Layla is like heavyweight, for real, for real. And if you didn't know, like our backgrounds, we're actual athletes, and ironically, we wrestlers. So when you talk to us about fighting somebody in a different weight class, whether it's permitted or not,
that matters.
there is a
Yeah,
difference.
that matters. Them pounds matter, man. Especially if they like, 5, 6 pounds more than you, you know, hey, you gonna feel that difference. You gonna think it's like, oh, that's nothing. Yeah, all right. You get out there and that person moving around with that weight too. Oh yeah, it's only cracking. But listen, I believe you were saying it was like what 15 million that they was going at it about. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
15 million a piece.
hey,
So
you know
I'm gonna
what is
say
so
this.
funny?
Listen,
What's
that's a
up?
big jackpot. You know what I'm saying? That's a big jackpot for uh a woman's beef. You know what I mean? Typically, you got men that's doing a whole lot of money talk, like, all right, let's fight for this much, do that, yada yada yada. But we got two greats that's really talking about a bag.
Right.
Let's talk about it.
So, um, this reminds me of hey man, once you open your mouth, you got to be prepared for it. Like this is the real, like put up or shut up type of thing, and I say that because number one, Layla was like, bro, you need like 15 mil to fight me, right? And I don't know if I'm saying it's just how people move.
Yeah.
People are saying number thinking that you can't come with it to be like, I don't think they got it. So, I'm gonna throw 10 out there, throw 15, 20. I'm gonna say a number. Like they ain't gonna come up with it. I ain't gotta worry
So
about it.
so
They
you think
broke.
she started with the number so high just to see if she was even gonna flex on it?
I don't think that she thought she was gonna come up with the bread. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Hey,
ain't think she think that she
hey,
would come up with the
listen,
bread
I feel
and
you. I feel
that
you. Cause
don't.
15 million out the door, like, come on, man. You don't even need that fight for real.
But you know what's so funny though? I like the way and I could say this. I noticed this about Midwest people specifically. I started to connect the dots. We wanted, yo, we wanted yo, you can't flies with us. You
No,
cannot flies with
no,
Midwest people,
no.
bro.
We read
Like
right
we
through it.
don't
We see right through it, bro.
like not only that,
Either you coming and
like
you about what you talking, or you gotta keep it walking.
bro, you gotta go because she answered right back, like, oh, okay. She put it in the commercial, she put it in the advertisement. You remember when you said that? We yeah, all right, now what? On my mama. Like,
Let's go. Yeah, yeah, straight like that, straight like that. But listen, I'm gonna say this, all
because
right.
so now it's like, what you gonna do? Like now it's like, what you gonna do?
Listen, I'm gonna say this, all right.
Oh, and
Look,
just so y'all know, hold on. So just so y'all know, uh, before y'all start comparison, like, oh, well, this ain't men's boxing, bro. I want to say this point. Number one, Mike Tyson got paid 20 million for his fight with Jake Paul, which is he's not even a fighter. He's like Jake Paul came out of nowhere into an industry that was supposed to be honored as an actual professional sport, and he ended up fighting one of our greats versus people who two people who do this for real. Like that's a real thing. And and
can you hear me now?
so I wanted to make that point. But go ahead. What you was gonna say?
No, no, no. You straight, you straight. I wasn't really trying to interrupt. Your nephew back there. You know what I'm saying, doing what he do. But I was just, I was just gonna say, listen, for the good of the sport and whatever they may be feeling prideful wise between the two, or whatever they think that they have
Yeah.
to prove or anything that may be going on between them, I can respect it because
Mm.
if an individual was to challenge me or however it's gonna go, it's gonna go. So I get it. All I'm gonna say is I would want to see two great women like yourselves um, show something to the younger generation that's coming up after you, something different. At least show them something to look forward to or to be happy about from what you
Mm-hmm.
guys have accomplished, instead of you all trying to beef together or fake beef
Yeah,
together,
because
whatever it
sometimes
may
it's not
be.
worth it.
That's what
Sometimes
I'm
it's
trying
not
to
worth
say.
it, and
Yeah, man. I really don't think it's worth it, bro.
I feel like to add to that, and then we can move on because it's a few lessons and everything that you hear us talk about, y'all. Even for I call them young nobles when I say YNs, young nobles. Um, but like sometimes your greats need to stay great because I feel like that diminished to some extent. Truly, like Mike Tyson's, he didn't need that fight. I don't know if he needed it financially, but as far as for your legacy, you didn't need that fight.
And
Yeah.
that's how I feel there too. Like it's always up to you as the individual to make the end all be all decision. But um, for the people that do support you guys, things of that sort, we are looking at you. We are still supporting you. So we do want to see you show us a better way as well. And with you guys being icons and such, that's what you should be doing with that face card. That's just how I feel.
Hmm.
But
Um,
like you said, besides that, you know what I'm saying, moving on to something that's a little bit more serious as far as like when it comes down to beef, things of that sort, you know, we currently we currently have something that's going on, and with me being a father and having a son, I really take this one kind of to the heart almost a little bit, just because it's like, as a parent, it's our job to really lead our children to the water.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? We can't force them to drink it, but we at least supposed to lead you there. And
hmm
if it doesn't start at home, these kids have no future. They have no fighting chance.
So
It's
um what's making you say that? Like what did you hear? Like what was it? What's making you say this?
so what makes me say that is because I feel like the father of the the topic
For the
that's
people that
currently,
don't know,
coming to hand. Yeah, for the people that don't know, the father of this topic, I feel like he didn't really do his ones and twos that was supposed to take
what
place
case?
at the household. Well, for the case, it's gonna be the Ksoo case. The Ksoo,
Oh, but yeah, because
Ksoo
not
case with him
everybody
and
knows.
his dad. You know what I'm saying? We might as well just go ahead and let him know. And with this case, it's been spiraling all over the internet right now. And
Mhm.
like I said, I just
I
feel like,
believe Queso is from down south. I think they're from like Tennessee. They got yeah.
yeah, I don't have his whole entire background. I know he's a part of
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
ATK gang, um,
Hmm.
Ace Top Killers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? With Young
Oh, I
Ace.
didn't know that's what that
Yeah,
meant.
Young and
Okay.
Ace. Yeah, that's what that stands for though. But yeah, with Young and Ace, the the youngin of the game is going crazy right now. That man got a wild platform. He's getting a lot of following, a lot of good, a good traction going on with his music. He's doing well for
Mm-hmm.
himself in the game, and I'm pretty sure he's hurt behind seeing one of his good friends currently now going through the situation that he's going through. But back to the
Yeah.
father at hand, man. Like I said, being a dad, it's our job, it's our responsibility, to protect these kids. And it all starts at home. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're not giving them the proper tools to live right or to have a chance at life, I mean, hey, this is gonna be the outcome. That's just my outlook on it.
Um. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give a few details, and is giving me familiarity in these type of cases. Not the dad thing. Like that's a whole different cultural spectrum and phenomenon. That's wild.
Man,
But
that's a
essentially,
headbanger right there, especially in our culture. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
So essentially, um, this guy Ksoo had an issue, and then like when you go through the testimony, it's a heartbreaking repeated cycle with our culture. And I think that if we do not turn around, we will be in a perpetual cycle of violence towards each other as men, especially as black men. And because two wrongs don't make a right. If you one death taking another death, it's not equivalent. It's still just two mamas crying, two parents crying, dysfunctional and destroyed families. So when I heard about this from the victim, the person who's actually murdered, they was going back and forth, and to get to that point, even when you hear the story about like the pops was in the car, they all were shot. Like all of them were shot, and all his co-defendants, they're they they are either his kids, his nephews. Like he know these kids, just like how
Supposedly it
uh,
was a get back, right? For the brother that died,
that that's what they speculating. That's
allegedly
what
at
they
least.
speculate. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, I couldn't imagine watching a man I knew all my life, whether he was my father, my uncle, or just a man I knew like all of my life. And I'm not saying that this was righteous or right, but in the sense of how people sit and are fathomed by this, culturally would say he's betraying me. I couldn't imagine it. Like there's no you couldn't tell me that a man I that watched me in my diapers that would walk me across the street is betraying me in that fact. And I think that that's the wildest part for a lot of people to accept. Because he knew all of them. I'm talking about since they was babies.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? That's why I'm saying like this is a prime example of we're not doing our part at home.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
prime example, bro. Like he
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna plead the fifth that oh, his dad didn't do so much or this and that for him. But when does the cycle stop? When does the cycle stop? So it's not cool for you to now take the way out that you have now taken, and you just sold your entire family upstream. You know what I'm saying? So
Because you didn't
that's my
already
whole
took
thing there.
he didn't already took my thing was why do you back so the bro when you his testimony, dad's testimony is out somewhere on the internet. You
It's
can pull it up
outrageous.
probably on YouTube. And when I sat there and I watched it, there was a point of he's trying to say, I need to be home for my other kids. Number one, they already said this is not alleged. It's you can literally go and watch this on this testimony.
Yeah.
They've literally already said that yo, you've been an informant before. So he went from already betraying somebody, whoever it
Oh,
was. I don't. That's
his
all I
best
needed to
friend
know.
supposedly is dead, and they still don't know how because they believe that he's connected into that case.
I don't know if that's the case. It's connected to like why he was an informant. Um, but he's already was an informant for a prior case. So solid don't. in regards to whatever the culture like to call solid,
He
that's
already
not
just
in the
showed
bucket.
that's out the door. Yeah.
That's not in the bucket. And then when you regurgitate the timeline of like, bro, you ain't never been no father. Like you trying to be a father when you 55 going on 60,
So this
because
is the
but you
thing.
ain't never
When do
been to
you
a
take
father to the boy like
accountability?
that.
When do you
Yeah,
take accountability, right? As a father now, because this is your son. And these other kids are probably similar to the same.
man,
You watch them grow up. So my whole point is,
bro,
when do you stop and you say, I'm going to be an example for my son, and
bro.
I'm going to risk myself for him.
Like, let me ask you this, because not few people do know, but I'm gonna explain to you like this. And this is probably gonna be hard for you to imagine, but I like you sitting in that chair saying your son's name, who you gave, who's named after you.
Bruh, come on now. Don't even, because see, me personally, I'm going to take full accountability to wherever I went wrong with my seed. So on top of that, that's already out the door. And I'm not going to sit up here and take life from him, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I've already fucked up enough. I'm already fucked up in this man's aspect for sure. But
Yeah,
now I'm not supposed to give you a chance to do right, or to pass on greatness to the next generation, right? To actually change my name and do something great with it, because I
yeah.
clearly couldn't do right. And now it's your turn, son. And that's the best thing I can give to my son. You know what I'm saying? If I couldn't give him nothing else. So me personally, no, I can't go like that. I'm not going like that. It's just not an option.
Hmm. Um, here I'm I'm gonna say this, but this is what I really want y'all to take from it, bro. Not that all of these things are necessary. All these things that you're saying, from beefing and throwing hands to throwing bullets, none of these things are really, really necessary in
It's
regards
not
to.
worth it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not helping out. It's not helping our community move forward, bro.
Life is too
And
short.
there's a point where we just got to be. We just need to go back to just being men and women in our community, and especially, just to point out, I have realized, because I looked up the song that he got with Ace. I'm like, hold on, you had one of you well at the point you had one of the biggest songs out. There was a point of motion. There was a point, because this goes back to what I was about to say when the familiarity of the case. There's a point to where, bro, you no longer need to do that because you have an opportunity to change your life. Money might not be coming immediately because we know that it's created and coming from views, but there's a lane that has opened that has nothing to do with the streets. And you can tell all your homies, hey, we on this boat that can get us this bread, that can buy your mama house, your mama house, your mama house. We doing that.
But see, this is the thing, right? It's not even always about that, bro. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you exactly what needs to take place. Okay, for the mothers, fathers, and aunties, uncles, this is what y'all need to do. And for our neighbors, our elders, we need to get back to that community love and actually loving on our children. Whoop that ass. And I'm gonna give your uncle the permission to whoop that ass. Your auntie the permission to whoop that ass. Excuse my language, but no, seriously, we need to take control back over our kids. We didn't gave them too much self righteousness, if you want to say it in some aspect, or
Independence
too much independency, bro. And not
early.
saying that early, exactly. We are speeding kids up before their time. You letting little girls wear skirts and crop tops and two-piece swimsuits, right? This baby ain't even 16, 17 years old yet. You see what I'm saying? You already putting it in her mind that she grown. Same thing with these young boys. Now we got the mothers, single mothers. I understand y'all going through it and it's not easy, but you can still lean on the brothers, the uncles, the people that are in your family that are men that are actually trying to help you, instead of leaning on your son that's 5 years old and you trying to turn him
Yeah,
into a
pay
man.
attention. Now
Like,
that you
come on,
say that,
man.
bro. Now that you say that, bro, pay attention to the man that's doing something, not just their biological father. If the
There you.
biological
That's
father,
my
your
point.
baby
That's my
daddy,
point.
because
That's
I
my
say that,
point.
if the biological father, your baby daddy ain't doing nothing, bro, like for real. If you see the uncle, the big brother, if the uncle
Let them be there.
is the head of a financial fund, if the neighbor is, the sergeant at the police station or the fire department, that was the whole point of the village. It's other men. Like, just because your
That's
baby
man,
daddy ain't doing
bruh.
nothing,
We
don't mean
lost that.
that
We
you
lost
have
that.
to sit him with your baby daddy.
This is not a village anymore. This is not a village anymore.
For real.
This shit is like gotten really weird. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more so my parenting versus your parenting versus us trying to figure this stuff out together to where we can come to a common understanding on how we can help these kids. That's what it is
Mm-hmm.
now. There is no more unity within parenthood. And we need to get back to that. Straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we out
Um.
here promoting dad gang gear. You feel me? Go ahead, tap in with my people. You know what I'm saying? Dads, let's
So,
get back to it.
and it's funny because this is what we end up um pondering over when we talk about all of this that's going on. How much money would it take to stop all the violence? Like, how much money would it really take to just like, hey, bro, like, dead that we got important village things to do.
No, straight up. I wanna I wanna say, it's crazy that that's a question to be asked, but it's a great question to ask. Why? Because money is the root of all evil. And money persuades everyone. So of course, if you feel like you have enough money at home, you don't want to probably cause any harm, or you have no issues to be upset tomorrow. But that's not reality. Your life is not going to be the same as the next person. So just because they're financially wealthy or they have taken certain precautions to be in such of a lane doesn't mean that you have done so too. But you still need to find some sort of peace in life. And that's what it's about. You know what I mean? So I feel like we didn't gave money too much power. And whole time it's an illusion. Money, the paper, the dollar bill, it's an illusion, bro. We've given it way too much power. That's why cryptocurrency is the way to go. I'm gonna say y'all, look more into cryptocurrency, okay? Why? Because of the fact it is your
Yo,
dollar. You own it, okay? They don't own it, you own it. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say though, man. We didn't
look,
gave the money way too much power, man. And with that being done, now people are ready to kill their brother, kill their mother and father for the dollar. And it's insane, man. And
so
we
so
as black people, we getting to the point where we gonna kill off our own culture.
so that's an insightful opinion, and I'm gonna say it like this: people, for some apparent reason, be overwhelmed with envy, greed, gluttony, these emotions from lack of money. I don't think that money is the root of all evil. I think that the lack from like our disparities, the fact that we got lower class, middle class, high class, those things that they don't see in between is what you call and creates those evil acts from people who make those decisions. Because I've also seen money do a lot, change a lot of lives,
So that's true.
with the wealth
But see, you
of
born
good
into that,
people,
bro.
of good people. Who born in
That's
what?
true. No, no, not you per se, but this is what
Oh,
I'm trying to say, right? What you're saying is very much true in a certain aspect. But when you're mentioning people that are born into poverty, just because you're born into poverty and you do see the lack of what money has brought into your life before you can get into where you're into a sense of where you're making your own money, working for yourself. Now you see your money and things
okay.
are changing. But my whole point to what I'm trying to say is that that doesn't give you a sense to where you should project that hatred or envy or whatever may be going on, the spitefulness out into the
Right.
world. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm trying to say? You should take that and figure out a way to boss up from it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Use it for fuel to fire. I didn't grow up with everything. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't grow up with chains and watches and stuff like that. I had to go get it. But I didn't look at other people to go get it for me or anything like that, or envy anybody to get it. Everything
Right.
happens at it. Everything happens for it. Everything happens at its own time for its own reason.
Mhm.
So I just feel like, man, we can't use these things as pacifiers anymore.
Right.
It's just like saying it's just like giving them an excuse. That's all I'm trying to say. And I don't think we should be doing that anymore. I think we should look at this at the truth of the matter and what it really is. There's no
Mhm.
sense to envy anyone. We can all help and be resources for each other.
Yeah. Practice forgiveness outside of practice forgiveness, man.
It's a big
Practice
thing.
forgiveness.
That's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Practice forgiveness and
Forgive
forget.
yourself. Forgive yourself. It starts in with yourself too. Forgive yourself, man. Forgive yourself for real.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
No, nobody's perfect, man. Um, I know we talked about a lot, and who knows? Hopefully, we can get the answer before we pass. But just on tonight, man. Comment if you got any suggestions on the Claressa beef, the Ksoo statements, like what I'm saying. Let us know. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the share button. Hit the like button. Follow us on all platforms.
Oh, I was gonna say before we let y'all out, if you got any black owned businesses, things of that sort that you are looking to promote, please get in touch with us, comment below, or hit us up on Gmail, or you can also inbox us on all social media platforms. We really out here trying to help Midwest get that merch off and get those businesses known.
Yeah, make sure you inbox us, DM us on Instagram and all the other social media platforms. But email us at Midwest Point of View at gmail.com. Literally, so Midwest Point of View, spell it out, point of view, all one word at gmail.com.
And then, oh wait, hold on now. Do be looking out for us, okay? Because we got an exclusive event that's going to be coming up that we're going to be at. We're going to have a lot of great upcoming interviews here soon. So
Oh,
keep
yes,
them eyes
content gonna be
open.
crazy.
Keep them
Ain't gonna
eyes
lie,
open, man. We finna
content
go
gonna be
wild.
crazy.
We finna go
Yeah.
wild. If you ain't been tapping in,
Uh,
please tap in because we do got some content that just
and
recently
you
was
got you
rolled
got to
out, and it's
subscribe. We gonna
rocking
we gonna
fire
drop
too.
we gonna drop the clips, but you got to
You got to
subscribe
subscribe,
if you
man.
want you. And it's only gonna be on YouTube. You gotta subscribe if you want to see all the interviews. You gotta subscribe.
Hey, and listen, we just want to learn. We want to learn like y'all want to learn with a lot of this stuff when it comes to parenting or dealing with unity within the culture, pushing on our people, the different places around the Midwest, things of that sort. We really want to tap in and just make sure that everybody feeling the love that we feel. So like
Oh,
bro said,
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this really quickly. We're gonna clip this up. Look, if you want the opportunity to see us do the show live, if you want to tap in, you still got time because this is gonna come up for August 10th is my workshop. You already know I'm about my bread, I'm about money. August 10th is my workshop. You sign up for the workshop, you get an opportunity to win the tickets to see us do our show live.
hey, there it
And
is, there it is.
Midwest, it's one of the biggest
Go
events.
tap in with Prince. Go tap in
Yeah.
with Prince. Okay. Go lock in with Bro Workshop so y'all can not only get a chance to see us live, but y'all get a chance to learn something, man. Something that's gonna potentially make that bag grow. Okay. So tap in with my
So,
boy for that financial literacy, man, because he really out here rocking with it. Y'all really need to catch on to that knowledge.
yeah, for sure. But we out, y'all. We holler at y'all later.